top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
I caught up with the Horned Frogs head coach before the game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Horned Frogs headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return. Or he stopped. Running inside, it's Richard. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. And you have, anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to...
There he goes! He's at the 40, the 20, the 10, to the house! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Using his legs, it's Payne. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big Ten, too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas, too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
To the air, it's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. There he goes! Touchdown, Indiana! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
He'll return it. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Craig. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. That's going to be a safety, and you want to talk about screwing up a turnover. He just did.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head, and you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but Cattell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost. He goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
Man, that's some bullshit, yo.
On his way back from the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got it in the middle. It's Preston. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. In the red area, it's Richard. There's some room. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration.
He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Indiana.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Looking to pass. It's Craig. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Took it all the way back to the house.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the draw, it's Payne. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Maybe a crease. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Fires quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick, and coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
Here comes the heat. Got a man. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Quarterback adapted. He's not afraid to go deep. Upstairs, he's got it.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing.
A shot toward the end zone. Picked off again. That's 5 here in the first quarter. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Indiana!
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think...
And he's thrown another interception. Powers through. Touchdown, Indiana! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Looking downfield, it's Craig. Here's a heat. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces...
He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Here he comes with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And he's gonna take it all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. Rushes on him. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, and you hear it all the time. Coaches talk about it. Don't throw across your body. Don't throw across your body. These guys nowadays, they do it more and more because they're more athletic and they can change their arm angles all the time. But right there, it was an incompletion. It was an interception. So you might get like a little bit of a yell from your coaches, but nothing too big.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. On target. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
They're working that left side. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the move, it's Walker. Got enough for the first.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
To throw, it's Craig. Working that left side now.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Working the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Marsh. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He slings it deep to the left. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5 in its 1st and 15. To the air, it's Craig. Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Hoosiers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Finds some time. It's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Looking downfield very late in the half. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 11 team, the Michigan Wolverines.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
And it's the Sooners looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. Maybe some room here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard.
Nah, the thing is, bro, my passing fucked up because I'm tweaking with my passing shit. I'm trying to learn different way how to pass the ball. So I got my settings. I'm tweaking my settings some on this game right here.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Flips it out in the flat. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him.
Hey, pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The run inside. It's Payne. Makes it past the marker. He'll try to take it back. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Gonna run it. It's Payne. Turning it on. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the 2nd half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Snagged in the middle, it's Marsh. At the 40. Caught, and he's got room. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Throws to the wideout. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Indiana.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And the will be brought down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on 1st and...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Trying play action. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with the completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take this over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down and 10 coming. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Scanning the field is Hoover. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Now rolling to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Going long. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the fourth quarter. Nice execution by this defense, and this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You've got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Walker. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Now the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacked.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
After that negative play against a goal line defense, it's really, really tough out in the field to not want to take a shot right now because there's nobody deep on defense. You've got one-on-ones on an island with your wide receivers, and they are begging to have a fade ball thrown their way.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.